Hey, Stuart here. Just a quick video to run you through our latest update. Part of this update includes significant changes to the contracts area and the launch of our new contractor claim portal. The claim portal will allow contractors to lodge claims directly into Styck. I'll run through the basics in this video, but please note there will be additional videos giving more thorough walkthroughs. If you or your contractors need a hand with using the portal, please know that our support team is available to you and them. Right, so to kick us off, I'm going to start with the changes in the setup contract screen. So there's been a number of changes to the screen. The first one I want to talk about is just when you go to set up a new contract, you've got the company contact drop down here. That used to just be a list going to your project team. Now it's actually going to your entire contacts database. It just means that when you're doing a contract, you can select any contact without them having to be on your project team first. You can also just add new as you always could as well at that point. We also now have a contract number, so your contracts will be individually numbered. We also have a contract title. So that title there, you can use it whether it's a description or a title you want to give to the contract. Both the contract title and that contract number can be displayed on your actual contract as well, like on the actual PDF. If you want to make changes to your templates, please just let us know and we'll be able to change those templates for you. The other option you've got here is a status where you've got not approved, approved, and cancelled. So you're now able to cancel contracts, just removing them from the list and things like that as well. So you've got that ability now to cancel existing contracts here. Now, I just want to scroll down and show you another feature here, which is this accept claims via Styck. So this is to do with our progress claim portal. So when that box is ticked and when you go to send a contract out of Styck, what you can do is you can give that contractor access to lodge their claims within Styck. So when they log into Styck, they'll have an area where they can submit claims and then you'll be able to assess their claims. There is a claims due date as well. So you can say claims are due on the 25th of the month, for example. That will trigger a reminder as well. So the contractor will get a reminder saying, hey, your claim is now due. So the idea is the contractor will be able to upload claims and then you'll be able to assess claims. And that includes notifications of when claims have been submitted and when claims have been assessed. So in addition to these changes as well, you now also have the ability to manually sign a contract or receive a contract as signed. So if you sent a contract out of Styck or you had a Styck and someone signed it or returned, a signed document to you, you can now just click here where it's got sign and you're able to upload a copy of that attached document. So I can upload a signed contract and just go mark contract as signed. And then what it'll do, it'll just register that to be signed and say, okay, that was the date and time that document was signed. So it's a way you're able to manually receive contracts as signed. Also, for contracts that aren't signed, but have been sent, you do now have the ability to edit even if a contract has been sent. So you can jump back into a contract, make changes. As long as it's not signed, contracts can now be edited. So in the past, if you if you sent out a contract via Styck, that contract couldn't be edited. Now it can be. So if you sent a contract to a subcontractor and there was an issue that you need to fix up, you will be able to do that and you'll be able to resend that contract again as well. So now contracts can be resent and they can also be manually signed and they can also be cancelled. Speaking of that cancelled as well, there is now contract settings. And when you're using this contract settings, you can choose what status are available for variations of progress claims. So you can basically say, okay, any of the contracts that are cancelled, you can't do progress claims for those contracts. Likewise, not approved and approved. So you've got a bit of security there and you can control who has access to the security as well. So if you want to make it that people can't submit contracts unless they've been approved, they can't submit claims unless they've been approved, you can control that as well now. So there you have a number of changes to the contracts area. Next, we're going to look at progress claims where there's also been a number of changes. The first thing we're going to look at is when you go to do a new claim is looking at these claim dates. So previously we had this together all in one section. We've broken it up into two areas where you've got your claim dates with the claim date and the payment due date. And below that, you've got your claim period with the start and end dates for those claiming periods. The claim period dates are not mandatory anymore, so you don't have to use them for your claims. The other change we've got is to do with this current column. So previously when you're working out the value of the amount you're going to claim. You could use the percentages or that claim to date value or the balance amount. Now you've got the current amount too. So if you just know what you want to claim for this particular month, or you're dealing with a contractor claim where they're just giving you this month's value, you'd be able to enter that as just that figure there, and it will calculate the rest of the claim details from that. So you can now enter figures directly into the current column. The next change I want to show you is to do with the subcontractor claims, and again, looking at our new subcontractor claim portal. So when a subcontractor lodges a claim via Styck, one, you will get an email notification saying they've done this. The other thing you'll get is this area here where it says claims awaiting assessment, and you'll have a list of the claims that have been submitted by the contractors, but you haven't assessed them yet. So all you do here is you click on any of these claims to see the details of them, and you'll be able to see here, like you'll be able to see exactly the same as you normally would, the claim number, the claim reference, the claim dates, all that information, what's been claimed. Down here, you'll see what's been submitted by the actual contractor themselves. You are able to edit at this point as well. So it's important to note that you're able to make changes to this. So you're still very much in control of the claim. And you can also note here where it's got the details about how the claim's actually been submitted, but it hasn't gone into your financial reporting yet. So basically it's saying the subcontractor has submitted this claim, but it hasn't updated any of your financial reporting because you haven't assessed it yet. And below here, you're able to do exactly like you normally would. You could put in notes, attachments. Now, if the subcontractor puts in notes and attachments, they also show here. So if a contractor added an attachment, you would be able to see that there. And you're able to go down here and click on Save Claim. And at that point, you'll be asked to change the status of it. So you'll be able to select whether this claim is now submitted, assessed, and approved. Once approved, it will do what it normally does and will sync across to your accounting software. And what will happen there, and I can cancel that and not do that and come back and do this later. But what will also happen is when you finished assessing it, it will trigger an email back to the actual contractor themselves so they can see what's been assessed as well. So that is how the claim portal works there. It basically means the subcontractor will lodge the claim and you can assess the claim. You also have a claim history tab here that'll show you the ins and outs of who did what when. So you have all that information again. So you'll have that complete audit trail, and it'll pick up the contractor side of things as well. So that's a look at the progress claim changes we've made recently. So connected to these changes with the claim portal is about notifications. And I just want to show you something here in the setup projects area. So when you're going to create a project now, you'll have a spot down here that says project notification recipients. So you can choose exactly who is getting what notifications for what jobs. So if you set up a job yourself, you'll automatically get the notifications, but you can go here, click on that. It'll bring up a list of the project team, and you'll be able to tick the boxes beside who you want to be receiving notifications. So with the notifications as well, on top of getting the claim assessments, you'll also get the retention reminders as well. So now you'll get emails, and as you can see here, for an example, you'll get these retention reminder emails sent. Like this will come prior to retentions being due. So you know exactly like when client retention's coming up or when you've got contractor retention coming up for payment. And lastly, we've got a couple of changes to our project files area here. So what we've got now for relevant to this project documents area is if I select a folder here, I've now got a delete and rename folder options there. So I'm able to rename any of the folders in our files area, or I can delete folders as well. And if you delete folders, what it does, it actually goes to your recycle bin area here. So if you made a mistake and you deleted the wrong one and deleted all the files in there, you could just restore that from the recycle bin area there. So it's just a way you can just set up these files in a more appropriate way. So that's a bit of insight into our latest update. If you have any questions or want to know any more information, please let us know. And thanks for watching.